we have very short time, like 2 days, 2 hours, 2 days means only 4 hours, which I think is very limited, a big limit for discussing this topic, because this topic is so vast and wide. And I genuinely request all your wholehearted presence. And if you can, or if any of you are in a mobile device, if you can switch to a laptop or a desktop, that will be much appreciated, because you can also try out some of the tools that we are discussing today, and you can get a hands-on on whatever we are doing. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the information that we got. It's about the expertise that we got in all these tools that matter most, and how we can apply it in our daily learning process, or in our technical education field, that matters most. So I request all of you, if you could have a laptop or something along with you, and try out all the tools that we are discussing over the day, over the sessions, that will be much informative and useful. And also for tomorrow's exam, we are having that exam tomorrow, and for tomorrow's exam, you need to have a laptop or a desktop device. Cameras are not required. Previously, Google used to have a proctored exam model, but now they have removed it. And we will be doing this in a shared manner, where you will be doing the exam, and if you are having any doubts, you can definitely ask to the group. It's actually allowed, because it's an open textbook exam. So don't share the questions in tomorrow's examination time. Don't share the questions, but you can always ask about it, and we can learn together also. So tomorrow's exercise will be a new experience for all of us, where we will be doing the examination, but learning through the whole process. So without any further ado, let's start the topic. I always start these AI training topics with a quote by, or some words from Geoffrey Hinton. Geoffrey Hinton is the godfather of AI, or he is the one person who went behind this neural network theory and made today's AI possible. So is my screen visible? Yeah. So for those in films, pardon, sorry, you have already seen this, but for the larger audience, I would like to have them also experience the same thing. So I am going to play this. If audio is not audible, please let me know. I will restart the presentation.
You have Geoffrey Hinton to thank.
Is it audible?
Hinton has been called the godfather of AI, a British computer scientist whose controversial ideas help make advanced artificial intelligence possible.
I think we're moving into a period when, for the first time ever, we may have things more intelligent than us. And at present, they're quite a lot smaller. So even the biggest chatbots only have about 1 trillion connections in them. The human brain has about 100 trillion. And yet, in the trillion connections in a chatbot, it knows far more than you do in your 100 trillion connections, which suggests it's got a much better way of getting knowledge into those connections. We have a very good idea of sort of roughly what it's doing, but as soon as it gets really complicated, we don't actually know what's going on any more than we know what's going on in your brain.
What do you mean we don't know exactly how it works? It was designed by people.
No, it wasn't. What we did was we designed the learning algorithm. That's a bit like designing the principle of evolution. But when this learning algorithm then interacts with data, it produces complicated neural networks that are good at doing things, but we don't really understand exactly how they do those things. So one of the ways in which these systems might escape control is by writing their own computer code to modify themselves. And that's something we need to seriously worry about. They will be able to manipulate people, right? And these will be very good at convincing people, because they'll have learned from all the novels that were ever written. all the books by Machiavelli, all the political connivances, they'll know all that stuff, they'll know how to do it. You'll hear people saying things like, they're just doing autocomplete, they're just trying to predict the next word, and they're just using statistics. Well, it's true they're just trying to predict the next word. But if you think about it, to predict the next word, you have to understand the sentences. So the idea they're just predicting the next word so they're not intelligent is crazy. You have to be really intelligent to predict the next word really accurately.
So that was Jeffrey. What he just mentioned is when AI or when the algorithm of AI meets the huge data, that is what AI today, what we see. So, and for just MC or a fun question, what was the award that Jeffrey Hinton won in 2025? Can anyone respond in chat? Just to make sure everyone is actually alive and kicking in this training program. Yes, what was the award? Maybe I'm not sure about that, but my answer is yes. He got the Nobel Prize for Physics in 2025. Actually, 2024, I guess, but it was given awarded in 2025. And nowadays, he is the biggest skeptic of AI because he himself said he never thought AI would be this much developed during his lifetime, and it's going to be a very tough time for all the human beings around. So he is nowadays very skeptic, and in the colloquial sense, he is very dark about it nowadays. Yeah. So let's start with what's AI. Everyone knows about AI. It's no big thing. From last many years, we have been seeing Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant. Then our phones unlock when it sees us. We have this predictive keyboard which corrects the spelling. Without that, we wouldn't have been in much difficult situation many times. And we always see whatever we thought in our mind or discussed in Amazon and Flipkart when we open it. And when we are navigating, Google Maps shows us the right way to go to these places. And when we open the Reels and YouTube, your favorite content is always popped up, and you are pushed to, or your your instincts are pushed to see more and more content. All these are AI in the backend, which is doing those magical things. But there is a difference between the topic that we are into from all these assistants that we were comfortable with. That the base thing is these were predictive AIs, or the traditional AIs in that sense, where it understood patterns and predicted how the users will be using it, or users wants to use it. So that's the one kind of AI. And the other kind of AI that we are discussing is the generative AI, which is actually a new kind of AI that we started with or we started experiencing with ChatGPT being public domain. And we started seeing that AI can write poems, it can generate images, it can give us helpful content, it can actually code programs, it can give many ideas and all these things. So all these are generative, not a predictive thing. So that's where people started getting more and more interested in AI, and that's why we are here today discussing about this topic. Now, all of you know this. Let's discuss what is narrow AI, or where we are heading to. So whatever AI we are having today is coming under the bracket of narrow AI. Narrow AI means it is specialized in something. or it cannot do everything. Like ChatGPT cannot cook for you. It can give you a good menu or recipe and how to cook and all those things, but it cannot physically come in and cook for you. Okay, but Tesla can actually drive your car without your help or without a human intervention, but it cannot write a poem or something like that. So all these are specialized in some kind of domain. We will be coming to that domains of AI in another slide. So these are all specialized in somewhere. It is not a general AI, just like a human's capabilities. So we see that many AI founders and CEOs like Elon Musk and the CEO of OpenAI, they all say that AGI is very near. They all always mention AGI is very near. So what is AGI? AGI is artificial general intelligence, which means AI can do whatever a human being can do. So it is actually a very complicated topic, but still people are saying that 2030 is where we will start seeing the first version of AGI and all. So let's hope whatever thing happens, because we can only wait and watch. So that's right now it's a theoretical thing, and we are all moving towards attaining that general AI where robots are also part of this, because physical things comes into play. Now, artificial super intelligence is something scary or very hopeful for us, because it is purely hypothetical right now, but it is much intelligent than all the human beings put together, and it can actually solve problems for humankind, like diseases, galactic travel, time travel, whatever. So that's where we think artificial super intelligence will be coming and playing its role. So all these are the pathways where people are actually looking to develop AI in today's context. So how can I erase the lines in the screen? Can someone help me remove the lines?
I think you have to play it once again. You have to open it once again.
No problem. I think
okay.
admin can do it. Admin can do it. Just give me some time. I'll do it. No problem.
Okay. So as Jeffrey Hinton said, machine learning, the algorithm behind AI, when meets massive data in the sense that almost all the data available in the internet, plus massive processing power, that is when the trained AI comes out as a product in front of us. Just for instance, ChatGPT, which was powered by GPT 3.5, which was launched in November 2023, was actually trained for 6 months in about 1,000 high-end servers, the most powerful servers available, for 6 months with all the data available in the internet. And that's how ChatGPT first responded to us. So think about the energy, the data, and the programming put in developing the application. That's the same reason why companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon are now buying closed down nuclear facilities, coal power and solar power stations across the globe, so that they have enough power. Earlier, we used to say that cryptocurrency is taking up the power from the people's hands. But now AI needs much higher energy than all of the production lines available right now. So the world is going crazy on on energy just because of AI. We can also see that in the newspapers, also in many news articles. So machine learning algorithms was what human developed, and when we gave it massive data, all the YouTube videos, all the books in all the libraries digitized, all the internet content, whatever available, whether free or not, it all went into this machine learning algorithm, and it understood, or it started giving something that made sense to us. Let me quote it once again. AI started giving some output which made sense to us. So I will come to that later, what I meant from that. So this is in a broader concept. What are the domains of AI? I hope you like the picture. It was generated by
No,
Gemini.
please share. I think you have to reshare once again.
Okay,
Screen.
okay. Okay, I will do that.
I've made you the co-host now. Earlier, you were not a co-host. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, can you see this?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Actually, let me go in between and show you how I created that image. This was the chart that I was having, a blank or something that I generated with another tool. But then I felt like the background is not good. So I gave it to Gemini and asked it, can you improve on this diagram with black or dark background? And it gave me this beautiful image, which I am showing it here. And because it is Gemini generated, you can see the star over here, which is the white labeling, or the label from Gemini AI. Okay, so coming back to the topic. So what all comes under AI in today's sense? Computer vision. Okay, computer vision means computers were not able to see properly previously. It could understand movements, but it couldn't identify whatever is in the image. So with the help of AI, today AI or machines are able to see or identify what is in the video. So that's a huge area of development happening right now, and it is called computer vision. Now, another thing is natural language processing, where we are talking or we are communicating with AI in human understandable languages, whether it is English, Spanish, Malayalam, whatever. So that is what natural language processing comes into. Then data science is a huge field which also come inside AI, but it's also outside AI. So it's actually covering like in our Venn diagram. Some part of it is inside AI's domains, where AI is helping making sense of data collected through data science. Now, robotics, we all know Tesla is showing up their robots, the Boston Dynamics, and you might have seen that martial arts video right now coming out from China, from Unitree, which all are robotics and AI coming together and showing us its capabilities. Not only that, industries are also doing a lot of robotics, which doesn't look like humans. Like humanoid robots are not required. And any moving robot can also do things which are much above or what it could not have done without the help of AI. Machine learning it is developing its own code much faster than what we expected. And expert systems is where things are moving crazy, because I was reading a news lately where in China, many hospitals have stopped general practitioners. Instead, they have put ATM kiosks where you can go and sit and just give your hand, and it will be taking your blood pressure, your glucose levels and your temperature, your other vitals, and prescribing you medicines if it is not required for a doctor to see it. And then if required, you are directly given to a expert doctor, not to a general practitioner to see. So that's something because of these expert systems which are trained on a particular domain. This is also in place like in logistics, where we see that many seaports are now operating of its own. The containers are moving at its own. No human is required. Vehicles are coming, taking that containers away, and it's being loaded, unloaded in a automated fashion. So these are all expert systems in play. Now, I just mentioned this already. So generative AI helped us do much better things than we used to do. So that's where these tools are coming into play. I think most of you have already used and even subscribed to ChatGPT. How many of you have used Claude? Can you just show your hands or something in the chatbot if you have used Claude? Claude is from Anthropic. It's one of the most powerful AI tools available today. And it's actually making a lot of news nowadays for those who is following AI in the media. Okay, so Claude is from a company called Anthropic. Nowadays, they are having a lawsuit with the US military saying that they cannot remove the guardrails that they have put in, while other AI companies are removing all kinds of restrictions on their AI. Anthropic is very adamant, saying that guardrails will be kept, so that they cannot do whatever they want. Only in the ethical sense they can use it, whatever. So that's what Claude is. And then Arvind from India, who developed, or who is the CEO of Perplexity. I think most of you might be already aware. So Arvind, I think Arvind Subramanian, or Arvind, what's his name? Anyway, Arvind yeah, developed this company Perplexity much before AI was in hype. But then when AI came in, he quickly adapted whatever ChatGPT or the GPT AI models offered, and made it a close competitor of Google search, so that Google was forced to show you an AI answer before showing the links. Now, whenever we go to Google, we see when we search, an AI answer comes first, and then the links comes in. That is actually an effect of Perplexity. And Meta, we all know it's there in our WhatsApp itself. Then Gemini, the hero of today, we will be discussing more about that. And Quen. Who knows about Quen? Who actually tried Quen? Did anyone hear about Quen previously? Yes. Yeah. Thank you. So Quen is one of the most powerful AI that is coming up from China, and it's one of the Alibaba models, if I am not wrong about it. Yes. So Alibaba is one of the leading cloud providers from China, just like Amazon Web Services. So they are coming up with, or they have this Quen model, which is almost free for us. You don't have to actually pay for anything in ChatGPT, because Alibaba gives all these things for free. Now we are using it for content creation, idea generation, coding, and research assistance. We all know about it. Let's go to the next slide. So this is very important for today's or tomorrow's exam also. How we prompt, how we communicate with AI. We say it's parts of prompt, because parts has got a full form also. Okay, I'll come back to that later. So when we are used to just ask AI what we want, nothing more than that, and we then take the output. Maybe we refine it, or we will put our thoughts, and our we will customize that for our requirements. But this is one of the powerful ways by which we can make AI give you the exact answer or very close to what you wanted using prompt engineering. It has nothing to do with engineering, just the technique of writing prompt is called prompt engineering nowadays. So define the persona, like you tell AI from which context you want the AI to talk to you. Like if you want an essay for or a talk for a parents gathering, and you were thinking about it, and then you said like, let me call my daughter who is very good in English. So I will ask my daughter to write a speech for me for delivering to tomorrow's event. That's one option. And then I have a colleague, a senior person who is very good in English, an eloquent speaker. And then I ask him, can you write me a speech for tomorrow's program? Do you think both these answers can be equal? No, right? One is from the perspective of a child or a student. The other one is from an expert. So when you are giving that persona to AI, it changes the way the presentation or the words and the ideas are being arranged in that speech. So that's very important. Next time you do any kind of prompt, tell it that act like or you are an expert HR, or you are very good in content creation, act like a senior politician, whatever. So it will change the way by which the ideas are expressed in that content. Now, mention the task, obviously that's what we are always doing. Then be specific. Tell that this is for the schools or the college's graduation program. So the graduation ceremony has to be very official, and some ethos has to come in that. So all that will come in when you are mentioning. Be specific. Now you also provide context. Say that our 150 students are graduating on this event. So that actually gives the puts the context in place. Now audience includes parents, special invitees, parents, and other people, maybe prospective students, all are there in the audience. So audience gives that much broader aspect to the speech or whatever content it is generating. Now, if you are having already a previous talk or something that you liked a lot, give it as an example. Okay, then AI becomes very aware of what it actually wants or what you are actually looking for. And if you are having any formal structure where you can say that it has to be 20-minute speech, and it has to be very formal. It needs to have some quotes from very famous people, some scientists and all. You can even name the scientists so that it will find out the quotes from those scientists and write that speech for you. So this is how parts of the speech. Now people are giving multiple jargons or short forms for this. Google like to call this parts framework. Okay, now for tomorrow's exam, this is going to be one of the syllabus items. Some question you can always expect from this. So again, parts means persona, P for persona, A for action or what you actually want. Then recipient or the audience. So par, I. Then you need theme or tone or style. So part has come, and structure, how it has to be structured. And you can even say you want it in a Google Docs or in a presentation format. Then it will change the output to suit those formats. Okay, so is it clear? Can we move ahead? Do you want to take a screenshot? I will be sharing the presentation anyway. So if you want, you can also write down or jot down anything from it. Persona, action, recipient, theme, and structure. Okay. Now, I know that this is actually off topic because tomorrow's exam doesn't have any of these. But let's understand what other tools or what in the world is available for us free or at a very low cost in AI. So for image generation, the one tool that I will go other than Gemini is ideogram. For if you are having a logo to be generated for your programs or your institution, your business, your events, or cover page design for your magazine, your posters and all, you can always go for this tool called ideogram. Ideogram is offering free credits, only limited 3 generations per week. Anyway, I will just show you the tool. You can also, if you are having a laptop or a computer along with you, you can always open it and see it for yourself. Let me open it. Ideogram. Okay. So ideogram, if you are generating for free, which we are all doing, its images are going to be shown in the screen, and in everyone or people who liked, if people liked any image, that will definitely come into this explore section. You can also see the logos that got generated. See the quality of these logos. The easy way to have a new logo for your whatever you are looking for is going through this, and then once you like it, for example, if I liked this P logo, just click on that. I will get the prompt that someone used to generate this. Okay, that's a shortcut, not the right way or the ideal way, but it is the shortcut that I'm going to show you. So this is the whole prompt that someone gave to AI. So I can just copy it, and then I can go here where I can paste it. Now, a sleek, high-end SaaS logo for ProPace. I will make it FIMS minimalist typography. Okay, it's saying vector and all. Then it's saying the letter P, where I am going to say F. Constructed from concentric radar cycles and all, whatever. So I am going to give this prompt, and let's see how the output comes up. You can see it's slow because it's free. If you are buying some credits, then it will be faster, and you will get more image generation also. For each generation, there will be 4 images that gets created. Okay, so if you can actually decrease that here to lesser one, only if you are actually paying for it. By default, it is 4 only. Okay, so we got our logos. Sir, did you like any of these? Okay. Anyway, just we got our response. Sorry, I will open it again. Now you can see whatever I have done so far. So all these are 4 variations of the FIMS logo that it generated. You can also see what I previously done with it. All this is actually a book cover I generated for one of the books that I'm writing right now. And these are all logos that I tried during many of my sessions. So it's actually amazing, and it's very high quality also. So for your magazine covers and all, you can actually generate like this is actually a school. So I gave the prompt and it generated this. This can be a page for your brochure or whatever. It's such a high quality output. So that's what ideogram offers you. Let's go back to our presentation. Then comes Canva. I think nobody needs an intro or a training on Canva because you know much better than me in many cases about Canva. And Grok. How many of you have actually tried Grok? Grok. Grok is from Mr. Musk. Okay. Elon Musk's AI is what Grok is. GROK. There is another AI tool or platform, GROQ, which was bought by NVIDIA for $26 billion, something like that, in December 2025. That's one of the highest purchase or takeover in the history of AI, or whatever. So that is GROQ, not GRK. GRK is from our Elon Musk, and you can see you can generate about 20 or 30 images from this Grok's image engine. You just mention what kind of image you want, and it will generate all those. These are all free images. So you can actually use this tool also. I'm not going much beyond this. Okay, now Quen is also a very powerful tool I already mentioned. So let's go to Quen.ai, which is which also has got this image generation. Again, you can, there is no visible limitation, but again, after some time, it will say that you have already reached your limit, but directly it says like it feels like unlimited option for generating images. So that's Quen.ai. Yes, Alibaba. Because it's Alibaba, we can say Khulja Sim Sim. Yeah, it opened up. And we can actually say create image. The option is there. It also has got deep research and create videos and all. I think for creating videos, you need credits. You need to purchase their credits. It will not come. It was that like that previously. I don't know if they changed it, but I can always say generate images and it will generate awesome images from Quen 3.5, that the latest model they are having. Okay, coming back, Suno. I know the films people have already heard of Suno, but for others, Suno is a song generation AI, which is very famous. And as you can expect, some Indian is behind that because that name Suno comes in. One factor that I always see is when this Suno website is very process intensive, and it sometimes even blocks your internet also. Like it takes away all the juice from your internet. So when the site is loading, your videos and your audio may get disrupted if you are into live program. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So it's asking some questions. I don't want you to see that. Let me give anything. Okay, this is a new thing that they are asking. Okay, let me put. Please load. Yeah. So here you can actually go to create on the left side, and you can, if you look here, it is simple and advanced. Okay, simple is by default, the simple will be coming where you can give the content or the type of. I switched off my video just because Suno is loading and it will screw up the whole session because of its processing intense activities. So if you have a theme for your song and you don't have any lyrics, you can directly go here and type what kind of song you want, and it will generate the lyrics and then give music to it. Instead, if you are already having a lyrics with you, like a poem that you have written or something like that, you can paste it over here and you can mention the style and you can generate audio. But because the time is very less, I skip over that and I will show you some of the audio that I generated already. So, Sare Jaham se acha reloaded. If you like, give a thumbs up in the chat. Another version. I personally like this. हम बदुले हैं इसकी ये गुलसिता हमारा गुर्बत में होता है रहता है दिल वतन में समझो वही हमें भी दिल हो जहाँ हमारा पर्वत वो सबसे ऊंचा हम सारा आसमां का. So definitely try it out. Even languages like Malayalam are also created very interestingly by the same AI. So it can actually generate sound like this also, like a vocal presentation or something like that. Even I tried giving that tables in Malayalam to generate as a poem so that students will be interested in. Let me try this. So it's up to you how you use this for education or for fun activities. But imagination is the limit, and you can actually create 5 songs in the free credit every day. If the credit runs out, you get 50 credits, but I think each song needs 5 or 10 credits. So it will be a limiting factor. And if it's actually in English, the music is going to be fantastic, much better than all these Indic language scripts. So you can try this out. This is called Suno, and there is an app also available for you to try out. Okay, I think yes. After closing Suno, I am getting a deep breath because the processing capacity is back into my machine. Otherwise, multiple times the internet got jammed because I opened Suno. And Udio is very similar to this. And again, it's a powerful tool. Many artists are actually using Udio for their audio generation and all. 11 Labs is mastered in audio generation, not music directly, but for any kind of voice. So voice artists are no more required. You can directly go into 11 Labs and ask it to generate voice of famous people like David Attenborough or whatever crazy voices, Amitabh Bachchan and all. And you can give that audio to your video also. So 11 Labs, again, the CEO is an Indian, and I think he only developed the whole thing initially. then the whole setup came up and is now the best audio generation tools in the AI world. That's 11 Labs. Similar to that, producer.ai is another tool, again, music generation. So you have got all these choices. Now it's up to you how you use it and utilize for education or fun activities or whatever. For family get together also, you can actually generate songs and all. It's up to you. So now Whisk and VO3 are very interesting tools from Google. Tomorrow's exam may have some question from VO3 also. VO is actually the Google's video generation tool. You can actually make crazy movie like videos from it. Like you can see some of the previews that is happening. And a crazy VFX can also be generated. So this is why I am calling it crazy. You see, fish and all these things, whatever. So how to use it? You just go into Gemini.google and you can click on try VO3, which will take you to VO3 platform. Here you can actually give the prompt. It's actually now redirecting to Gemini itself. So my Gemini got opened. It was previously a different website. Now they changed it. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So here you can actually give your video if you want. You have a reference video starting and ending slides or pictures, and then you can see what kind of action you want, and it will generate the video for you. There will be a limitation for free users, but if you are a pro user, you can actually see. I never thought I will be showing this, but I think I can actually show you this effect that I generated from VO3. Where is it? I think this one. Don't get, don't lose your conscious laughing hard. Okay. It looks like that. That's enough. That's enough. I'm closing it. So that's VO3. And Whisk is another tool that is there in Google's arsenal, which is similar to VO3, but is actually doing a little bit different. See, Google always have got different tools to do the same thing. If you look at programming, Google has got 5 different platforms available to do the same coding task. So they are actually doing this A/B testing where it looks for who is actually or which of these application is getting more traction and which one is performing better, and then they will be making sure people are seeing that tool more. So this Whisk is actually something very similar to VO, but a little different in the interface and the way it looks like and its performance. But at the end, it's the same output that it actually gives. Thank you for being image generation and animation is moving to Flow. Our new after April 30th, this you can still create Whisk until April 30th. This is something that I saw for the first time. So now Whisk is going to close down and we are asked to move to a tool called Flow. Again, there is a Nano Banana too. So it's a bit crazy when it comes to, don't show this. Okay. I'm skipping this. Okay. It's a bit crazy when it comes to Google's tools, because Google always have multiple tools doing the same thing, and then they pick or choose the best features that people are using, and then they will merge it to their final product. So that's one of the strategy they are having. Again, every business has got their own strategies. Even for those who are interested in this, there is a website called Killed by Google. If you want to see all the products that got killed by Google after it was a bit popular, or we started liking it, and they may have moved many of its features to other products that are still alive. So you can see this site called killedbygoogle.com, where you can see all these applications and its history and why it was shut down and all those things. Coming back, Minimax is a very famous tool for those who are in video editing field, because it's a Chinese tool. It's actually called a Halo.ai, but Minimax is the AI engine behind that. Again, it's used for generating very unbelievable VFX without any actual spending on VFX. So it's also very popular among video creators. InVideo.ai is a tool where we can use our presentations to be changed into videos. It's actually an Indian startup. InVideo is very popular in creating brochure kind of like presentations, where instead of slides, the videos will be coming and the audio overlay is there in the back end. I'm not going deep into that, because I already told you that the time limit is very very much on discussing all these topics. 3-4 days is not enough for discussing all these topics in depth. So I am just mentioning this. Those who are interested, please go ahead and try it out. Hagen and Synthesia are also some tools for AI avatar generation. AI avatar generation. If possible, I can just show you Hagen. Where we can actually pay for Hagen, and it will create our own avatar. Just give a few pictures and you will not know whether I am real or I am avatar. You may have seen many YouTube videos where people are actually avatar and not the real persons. Some of the videos actually say that I am the digital avatar of someone. So Hagen and Synthesia are actually leaders in this space. Let me see any. There is also a real world, real time avatar who will actually talk to us, but the interface keeps on changing, and sometimes they may have even removed that option also. Even crazy is like people are actually training these kind of models to appear in interviews. So when next time you are interviewing someone in Zoom, ask something like speak in your native language, or read out a poem, famous poem from some famous personality, and if they cannot do it, you can suspect that it's an AI talking to you. So that's how scary the world has become because of these tools. Okay, that's Synthesia and Hagen. These are famous tools. There are hundreds of other tools like this available. Now, for academicians, the best or some of the most wanted tools is listed here. Okay, I will start from the bottom. Arena LM. How many have used LM Arena or arena.com AI? Just raise your hands or give a thumbs up. Arena.ai. You can see the screen, right? So I'm just logging in with my credentials. This is an amazing tool because AI providers are actually giving their best models for free to be used in this platform just because they are considered as one of the benchmark for AI tools. So here you can see for text generation, the best tool that they are having right now is Cloud Opus 4.6. It scores 1,503 points and has got this many votes. So when you are using it, you will be given an output from some AI, which is the flagship model. Flagship model in the sense the best or the most expensive model that the company is offering. And then you will be asked to whether like it or not, and why you liked it and all in a side space. So you will be getting the output and it will be getting the rating from you. And it gets rated like this. First two is Claude, and then comes Grok, and then comes Gemini 3.1, and then comes ChatGPT's GPT 5.4 high and all. So this is one of the areas where these flagship models are available for free, okay? And you can also try multiple AIs in the single prompt and see the difference between the outputs. So for text, this is the response, and for code, it is Claude. See, the first 5 positions is by Anthropic's Claude itself. Then comes GPT 5.4. Okay. Then for vision, Gemini is the leader one. For document creation, Opus from Anthropic is the leader one. For image generation, Nana Banana 2 has been released. That's the best image generation tool. For image editing, ChatGPT is the best one. You can see all these lists. For video generation, VO3 is there. Then comes Sora at position 4 only. Sora is from OpenAI. Then comes Grok and all. If you are having any difficulty in following up, please tell me, because I'm used to this speed. And if you are feeling like the speed is too much, let me know. I can slow down and explain to you if you want. Okay, so this is the benchmarking, but we are not interested here. Instead, let's go into new chat. Now, when you have to first log in with your Google ID. Then when you are here, you get 3 modes. One is a battle mode. Battle mode is where you don't know which AI is actually answering to you. You will be getting 2 answers for every prompt that you are getting. And then it will be asking which one is better. So it is actually ranking between 2 AI models output. And you can say that left one is better or right one, or it's a tie, or both are bad. It's up to you. So according to that, only that leaderboard is being created. Now, side by side is a very interesting thing for those who are doing some research. See, select side by side and look for the most expensive models out there. Like Claude 4.6 is very expensive. I'm selecting one there. And the other one, I will be going for GPT 5.4, or there is an O model. O is a very expensive model from OpenAI. So O3 is here. So I am selecting O3 and I will say, tell me 5 ways by which India can become a superpower. Okay, very abstract question. Let's see what kind of answer comes up. See, side by side, Claude is generating an output and O3 is also generating an output. Okay, both has finished. Manufacturing, economic growth, education, human capital, military, governance, energy, and key enablers. Here comes turbocharge economic growth, modernize, project hard power, and there is a bottom line also. So which one did you like, left one or right one? I like the first one, so I will vote for A, and that actually counted against the benchmarking there. Now I can also ask follow-up questions and it will be generating from both sides. Okay. Now there is another mode called the direct mode, which is where the maximum or the best of the best output will be given to you. So if I ask the same question here, or tell me how India can become a superpower by 2040. So here you can see the Max engine is working and it is giving me the output. A single output is coming, but you can see that it is sometimes very long also. See, phase 1, phase 2, and all these. And you can actually ask further questions and all those things. After the answer is done, you can see it is from Grok. XAI is Grok. So again, this is a very powerful tool for research purpose. Don't share any personal information or any PIIs or any sensitive data to this, because it is completely being used for all these benchmarking and all, and it's going to be in the public domain. So don't share any personal data, research data, something that is very private or personal or data sensitive into these tools. Okay, Arena LM is very powerful, but you have to be careful about the ethical part of using it. Then comes Storm from Stanford. It is actually from Stanford University. You can actually use it for multiple perspectives and a debate on some concept that you are having, and it's very powerful. You can just it's completely free in my knowledge. I don't know whether they made any paid thing recently, but till last time when I tried, it was completely free. Okay. So here there is multiple options here. One is Tom, which is an article generator for research purpose. So you can actually write your next article or presentation or journal or whatever using Storm. It is very authentic and it takes content from very authentic research platforms. And co-storm is where roundtable conversation happens, when you can actually select your opponents in the debate and all. So when you are presenting a concept, there will be questions or perspectives from multiple user expertise users perspectives, which will be adding to the content, and it will be helping you when you are doing a research on something. Then this is something new added, data storm. I haven't researched on this. So this try it out and share it with your students also who are researchers or doing some projects and all. They will be benefiting much from this tool called Storm by Stanford. Then let's go to napkin.ai. How many of you have actually known or tried out napkin.ai previously? Just raise your hands or give thumbs up in the chat. Yes. FIMS people know that because I already told this, maybe because I shared it in the session we had in Farouk College. Okay. So what Napkin actually offers is it generates amazing graphics or charts from the content that we are giving. So this is actually a content that I copied from ChatGPT previously. And these are all reasons for starting of World War II. Okay. So I am just copying all this. It's very in-depth. So I just selected this much. Okay. Now I am going to click on this Thunderbolt icon, and then something magic will start happening. This is a previous output on the same thing, but still I want you to see how it actually works. So it actually generated this timeline from the content that I gave. Now there is multiple options for me. It can look like this, or if I want, I can go for a nap chart like this. This actually shows you the starting and the ending time of the whole event. It's very interesting. And you can also go into something like this, build-up of an event happening for that. Or if you want other models like a mind map, I don't know whether mind map will fix or suit here. If I am selecting a mind map, the whole images will be like it felt like mind map is not a good idea for this. Okay, let's go for brainstorming. For tables, let's see how it comes up. Okay, let me try out multiple things at the same time. Okay, a chart came in. I'm not clicking, I'm just putting my mouse over it and the image will come over this, like this. And if I like this, say, if I like this image where there is a icon also, like an image emoji also. Now, if I click on that, then comes the different styles available inside that chart model. Okay, then I can select one and that will be the finishing one. Okay, now if I want to edit something from this, I can directly go in, click and edit. Fostered means rows, sentiments. Okay. Or if I want to change the fonts, I can change the fonts. I can do multiple things like change the color, removing some part of it, like pact of steel. I didn't like it. I can click here. I think I can click here somewhere and I can actually, yeah, here there is a minus coming up. So I can click on that minus. Oh, sorry. Or if I want to add something, there is an add button also, which if I click, it will add one more row where we can type in. And once you are done with it, you can export visuals. Just click here and you can download it with background or without background. And then you can use it in your presentations, your contents, whatever you are having. These are all contents that I generated previously. There are also a lot of other contents available, like today's first thing that I showed you. This image was generated with not this tool. This is another representation of the same thing. And it's up to you to use how you are using this tool called napkin.ai. I believe most of you have already seen or started seeing this in children's students assignments, presentations and all. And you may have wondered how these are actually being created by students. So the secret sauce is napkin.ai. Now, for those who have not seen Gamma, the whole presentation that I am showing you today is actually made with a tool called Gamma.app. Gamma is an exceptionally well presentation creation tool. All these AI training that I have done during the last few years is using Gamma, and I like it very much. And you can actually start creating a presentation directly using AI, and sometimes it even generates local languages also in Malayalam or whatever language you prefer. It actually creates all the screenshots and all the images and all the content, everything in that language itself, which you actually asked it to create. So it's pretty good, and uh, you will get some credits initially, and then after that, if you are required to have more, you may have to buy the credits. I have seen that these credits are actually enough for me, and I am using it for all my presentations nowadays. You can actually embed videos and audio. You have already seen all these things that I have already done. Okay, now comes other tools called Jenny AI. So anybody tried Jenny AI? Let me press it. Jenny AI. Jenny AI is famous for its scholar-like content generation. It's good for research. It's actually used as a research assistant, more of its role. Not like Claude or ChatGPT. It is actually research-oriented AI output generator. Let me log in and let me show you how it works. So your time is running out. We have to go and start our session on tomorrow's exam. Okay. See, this was a content that I previously created. Now the good part is when I am going to type the next word, like but there is, then I am stopping. See, it suggested the next content from whatever context that I am having here. If I like it, I can just accept and that gets added. And see, the reference is also there from RXV or Cornell University, and the research papers are being added to it. So this is an amazing tool for those who are doing research and journal writing and paper presentations and all. Try this tool. There is a limit for free, but it's definitely worth paying for its content. So that's Genai.ai. Now something happened and okay. Google AI Studio is another very useful tool for many kinds of activities. AI Studio is where Google actually try out their newer ideas, and it's completely free in a sense. But if you are buying some license, it will be much better. So let me show you for those who have not tried it. Google AI Studio has got multiple aspects. I cannot say it in a single word. Okay, it's very complicated. You can generate videos, you can generate audio, you can generate images, you can generate code, you can actually generate a complete application. You can generate real-time games with this tool. Okay, so you can see playground is there, build is there, dashboard, documentation. If you go to build, you can actually develop software without knowing a single line of code. You can actually generate completely amazing applications from this. So let me show you one thing that I am having. This is actually a game I developed. You just need to give the prompt on the idea that you are having, like a game where students will be playing on two sides of the interactive screen by team A and team B, and there will be a tug of war kind of a thing, animation in between. The students or the team who is answering the faster will get the credits to move towards it, or the tug will move towards that. And if the other team becomes faster, it will move on the other side. And arcade games. Okay. Sorry, this is another thing. Anyway, the whole application was generated without me knowing anything about the coding aspect of it, and you can directly give it to your students or your clients or something. And if you want to host it, yes, the whole code is available. You can download it and you can put it into your website or your articles or whatever. And it's your imagination is the limit. No programming required, no programming knowledge required. You just tell what it is, and once output is there, if you want to change it, you just say, I want to change this part to this thing, and it will start modifying it and will give you the fine-tuned product directly to you, whatever you want. Your students can also develop their projects using AI Studio. Okay, now getting into the real fun of it, Gemini Certified Faculty is a new program that Google introduced for faculties of higher education institutions, like most of us. And then how we can actually achieve it. For this, first you have to do is you have to register. After this today's session, please do it today itself, because sometimes it will take a few hours to get the link. So when we are trying to do it tomorrow, if you are trying to do it tomorrow, maybe you will not be able to catch up with the rest of us. So as soon as possible, please register. I will be sharing the link in the chat. Or you can actually go in and just search for Gemini Certified Faculty, and the first link will be from Google's link itself. This link itself will come. Okay, so do it today itself. Just after this session, please go ahead and fill it. Only 5 or 6 columns are there. Just give your school, college name, you don't need to be a faculty also. Okay, it's actually open to anybody. It will by asking your school name and college, your college name, university, your position there and all. Give anything, you can directly register it. It doesn't verify any of it. So go ahead and fill it up, and the email address you are giving will be associated with the certificate. So if you want the certificate to be searched later, that email address has to be there. So make sure that is a personal email address, not a institution email address, because we change organizations, but the certificate may get linked to that organization's email address. So make sure your personal ID is also used. And if a organizational email ID is asked for, give that, but it make sure it is linked to your personal ID itself. So after this, if you want, actually whatever we are discussing in this session is more than enough, but if you want and if you are interested to learn more, go ahead and click on this link that I am going to share. This is an educational material that Google is providing for those who are aspirants of this course. So I will be sharing this. It's a very simple course. It's very highly recommended because it has got all the content that will be coming in the examination that we are going to face tomorrow. So it will be, as you can see, it has got an intro on what AI and generative AI is about, and then about Gemini app and Notebook LM, and some features in that. So this is a very simple course, but I recommend you to do it in today's evening. If you get time, please do that, because tomorrow's exam, the pass percentage is 80%. Okay, I didn't reveal that till now, but minimum score required for passing is 80%. But don't be sad, or don't lose your confidence, because the pass ratio is very high for these exams. Okay, so don't worry, questions are very simple, straightforward, and some scenario questions are also there, but you have to achieve 80% for a pass. So it's an open book exam, so always it's very easy for completing this. The topics covered will be Gemini tools and features, prompt engineering. We already covered prompt engineering. AI limitations and risk. We already covered that. AI ethics and privacy. I will be touching in the next slide. AI in teaching and pedagogy. AI literacy and critical thinking. notebook LM knowledge, and generative AI fundamentals, which we already discussed. So out of these 8, we already covered almost 4 of it. And then the rest I will be taking care in today's rest of the session, as well as tomorrow's session. Okay. So this is what the exam topics are mostly around. So what is the ethical part of it? AI output can be biased and unethical in very short term. Okay, the questions will come very similar to this in the exam, so be prepared. AI outputs can be biased and unethical. I forgot to put a quote over here. What is biased? Let me tell you an example. Google had lost a lot of money just because one of their image generation models generated, or someone asked one of its image generation models generate image of two Afro-Americans. Generate image of two Afro-Americans, and that image model generated picture of two gorillas. Okay, so who is to be blamed for this? Yes, it is the data that was fed to AI. AI doesn't know what's the difference between these two. So someone who trained this model, or the data that was fed in, was having something to do with the bias, which made that model generate two gorillas instead of two human Black American people. So this went viral, and Google instantly brought down the whole model and released the next version of the model with a lot of guardrails in place. And you can see that when you are asking some of the models to generate human, it may sometimes say that it doesn't generate image of students, image of kids, image of human people. Sometimes it will say, although it generates a lot of images, and my own image that you are seeing is actually AI generated. I tweaked it with the Gemini and generated this image a bit. Okay. So not this one, the image, when I'm switching off the camera, you can see this image. It was fine-tuned with the help of AI. Okay. Or makeup was given by AI, whatever you can say. Then all generic LLMs are for grown-up only. I think all of you can understand. AI doesn't know who or what is the person in front of the screen. Okay, so sometimes children will be using ChatGPT and all, and it may give answers which may be inappropriate for that age group. There are also a lot of jailbreak prompts available, which actually goes beyond the guardrails that they have put, and they will help you do something like stealing something, making people how to find out the marma in your body and make you unconscious in a single strike and all. These can also be given by AI. So make sure it is used very responsibly. Then the third point is where things are very fascinating. It can hallucinate. Now, hallucination is something that presenting something which is not right, or is a misinformation, but in a way that is very convincing. We will believe like it is actually true, because all these things are true. This has to be true also. If A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A should be equal to C. These kinds of equalities, or this kind of mentality is being used by AI in many places, where misinformation or completely wrong information will be presented as a true thing to you by AI. Now, hallucination is something that is inherent in AI. In other words, AI is only hallucinating. take my words very, or hear these words very clearly. AI is only hallucinating, but most of its hallucinations are actually right, true. It's okay, or is what we are expecting, or we are amazed about. Some of it may be out of place, which we say, oh, misinformation. Actually, AI doesn't know real facts right now. It doesn't have a self-conscience. Instead, it is actually giving a lot of output, which actually makes sense. It's right, right, okay. We are giving, okay, okay, right, right, right. And this is not right. Some people are actually doing this, and that is called reinforcement learning with human feedback. That's a kind of AI fine tuning process that people do in the backend. So whenever an output comes in, we say that, this is right, this is very good, this is not good, this is wrong. So when that input goes in, AI actually fine tunes its own outputs. That's how we are seeing all this. So hallucination is a true thing with all AIs, because AI is actually hallucinating in my own words, but sometimes it is out of context, or sometimes it is misinformation for most of us. So that's where hallucination comes in. Now, tomorrow's exam will be having something about hallucination or the misinformation facts. Be aware, AI may hallucinate whatever expertise it is having. Okay. Now, the fourth one is something we all know already. It can influence our actions and make us do what it likes. And the last one is free AI, like any free product, is where we are the product and they are the consumers. Okay. Your data is the product they need when we are using free AI tools. When we are subscribing, they are saying we will not be using it. God knows what's happening in the backend. I don't know. But one thing very clear, free AI tools means your data is being used for their fine-tuning purposes. And that means you should not share sensitive, personal, important data with AI, which is free. Okay. Now, this presentation is going to be over now, but I will be jumping into Gemini and starting our topic. For those who want to register, this is the page that you are going to see, edu.google.com. Then comes the certifications page. Come down where you can see that level 1 and level 2 educator programs. These were actually very expensive examinations till last September. They were, they were $10 and $24 respectively. But right now they are giving it for free, and it's only for limited time. So if you are interested to get these certifications for free, this is the right time. It is valid for 3 years, and it is a very, very good examination. Okay. But it's not our topic right now. For those who are interested to become a Gemini certified educator, it's also there. It's now free of charge for students of any institution under age of 18. Gemini certified students program is there. For those faculties, which we are going to do is Gemini certified faculty program. Please click here and register. And for our college students or senior students in higher education institutions, go for Gemini certified students, which will help them learn the basics of AI from Google itself. So it's also free right now. The exam that we have to register is this one, Gemini certified faculty program. Please go ahead and click on that and fill in the form later. These are some of the certifications. I got this one, and this one. I am not a certified coach. That's something different domain. I am not interested in. So right now, you can also become all these things. The prerequisite is level 1, level 2, and this Gemini certified educator. Then you can become a Google certified trainer. Okay. Now going to Gemini. So in Gemini, all of you might have seen all these smaller options, which is create image, explore some activities, create music. This is something new that they came up with. Write anything, and then some other options along with the video generation option. Okay, on the left side, you can see there is scheduled actions. Scheduled actions means every day if you want a digest of your email, this is a new tool that they came up with. Like you get some, you are a person who gets hundreds of mails every day, and you find it very difficult to find out the right or the most important emails from that. What you can do is you can use this tool to actually do something like go ahead and check my email and give me the summary of all the emails that I received yesterday or in last 2 hours or something like that. You can actually do it using Scheduled Action Manager. Okay. Let me show you how you can do that. Click on this add files, and then you can add a drive here or upload files and all these things. But you can also add your documents by clicking on these settings. Go to connected apps. You can see connected apps, right? Those who are following it up with me, you can see in settings, you can go to connected apps where you can see Gmail or Google Workspace here. If you switch it on, then you will be able to, you have to give the permission. The Gemini will be able to access your Gmail, your calendar, your Google Docs, your Drive, and keep and tasks from it. And then you can actually start referring to that in your prompt itself. So you can say that at Gmail, find all subscription related mails from March. So instead of I doing a search over there in my Gmail, I can do it right now in Gemini itself with this connection tool. So you can see some subscriptions that I'm having, all the newsletters and all those things that I am subscribed to are being shown here. So that's what scheduled actions. And now I can actually schedule this activity to be done every day at a particular time. And I can also ask it to send it to my email or my chats in every day at some point of time. That's actually a very time-saving thing. But it's not there in the exam, so I'm going to skip it. Okay. And now, gems. Gems is very important for the exam. Gem is like, have you used the ChatGPT's custom GPT option? There is if you are a fan of ChatGPT, there is a custom GPT option where for paid users, you can actually type in a prompt and add some files also, and you just need to add some new content to it, and it can generate the whole output. Let me go through a real scenario. Like you are having a particular format for your lesson plan or some document that you need to send to the university. You already have that format in place. Then you are having some sample documents also in place. Now, when the real data comes in, you want that data to be used to create this kind of report, and then you can directly export it or just fine tune it or just make some few edits, and then you can send it to the university. In those cases, you can actually go ahead and create a gem. Okay, so I am going to click on new gem. Gem is where you actually save a prompt ready to be used. Now you can add more data to it or more fine tuning to be done at whatever time you want, and then the output is yours. So here I am going to say something like, yeah, okay. Let me see. Yeah. Help me prepare a quiz for a given topic by creating sample questions with hints as an interactive quiz. Make it of 100 marks with instead of quiz, I will say question paper with 3 MCQs or like 10 MCQs. 10 short answers and 5 essay with 2 choices. Okay, so this is the examination or the question format that I want to create as a gem. Okay, now Google opened a workflow window which is called Opal, OPAL, which will now help me create multiple actions one after the other, which I can trigger and get the output. It feels a bit complicated, but it's very simple, very practical, very easy to understand. It only takes some time to create. So let's wait for it. So the format of the exam is given. Now we have told it like we need a question paper. Now it needs sample questions and some interactive quiz hints also needs to be there. It has to be 100 marks. There are 10 MCQs, 10 short answers, and 5 essay. But all these are going to be interactive, that we already mentioned. Interactive, that means it is doing some programming in the backend. That's where creating your app is happening. So some application development, some software coding is happening in the backend. If I click here, I can open that behind the scenes coding and all those things here. Okay, this is Opal. Opal is another model from AI or tool from AI, which is for workflow management. I think it will take some time. Can I switch to another thing and then come back to this? Okay. So Gemini, I'm going back to Gemini. The other one is happening, so I don't have to worry about it. Another fun thing that Gemini offers is my stuff may be having okay, GEMS is having something called a storybook also in it. Storybook is for actually for little school students and all, but it actually creates interactive books with animation or images, and it is consistent across its pages. So product storybook, they removed or they changed the format. Every day some new thing will come in. Yeah, storybook is here. So I just click on that. Let me open it. Okay. Instead of creating new thing, I will just open one of the creations that I already had. I said in the storybook, write a story of Shikari Shambhu, who is an idiot but a brave hunter in Kerala dressed in colonial hunter uniform. He is saving a village from elephants. So it actually gave me the story of Shikari Shambhu and the banana bandits. Okay. Not only the book is there, I can actually listen to it.
Shikari Shambhu arrived the next day. He certainly looked the part in his khaki uniform and big hat. The last thing Shambhu wanted was to meet a real elephant. Climbing the coconut tree was much harder than it looked. Just as he found a comfortable spot among the palm fronds, he heard a tiny lizard suddenly skittered across Shambu's hand. Yikes, he yelped. He landed with a soft thump in a large bush right in the path of the lead elephant. The giant animal stopped. This was it, Shambu.
Okay. So
There's one thing elephants dislike more
and then
than
I actually went ahead and made another story from the same thing. So this is one of the possibility that it offers. The consistency of the character is sometimes not matched because the mustache was absent in some of the images. But again, you can change the theme of the story and you can actually generate another story from this. These are all done for free and in minutes. Okay, it's not taking your money away for graphical designer and big studios and all. Everything happening very simply in just what you spend is your time only. Okay, so that's Gem's storybook. It can actually generate abstract art or also. So it can also generate in other languages also. So the limit is only your imagination. Let me see where the other prompt took me, or it's actually working for me. This is the Opal thing that we are working on. See, our time is almost done. It's 12. It's going to be 12:30 very soon, but our work is half done. I think we can come back to this later, and we will be discussing more about Gemini and Notebook LM in tomorrow's session. And then we will be starting the exam by, I think, 11:30. We will be starting tomorrow's examination. So help me with registering right now itself, and if possible, go through the content that I shared, the self-learning module that Google is offering for higher education. I shared it in the link itself. So two things you have to do today for getting tomorrow's exam easy. And then be creative, think about all the possibilities, and if possible, try out all the tools that we discussed today, because tomorrow we are going to have a very busy day where we will be doing the examinations online, but at your own side. Don't discuss the questions. Just ask doubts if you are having, and because it's an open book, we will be sharing our knowledge between us. The topics that are there in the exam is going to be Google tools and features, which we started covering now. We will be discussing it in detail tomorrow. And then the prompt engineering, we already covered AI limitations and risks, AI ethics and privacy, AI in teaching and pedagogy, which is covered in that presentation or the material that I have already shared. And then AI literacy and critical thinking. It's a general topic, nothing difficult or nothing to learn there. It's general common sense most of the times. And then comes Notebook LM, which we'll be discussing tomorrow, and then generative AI fundamentals, which we already covered today. So hopefully we have 2-3 minutes left. If you are having any doubts or any questions, please feel free to ask, and you can actually unmute and ask right now. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Atul, sir. It's not about the information you received. It's on the actions that you took after getting all this knowledge. So I really want all of you to try out all those tools that we discussed today. Please create an account, and then also prepare for tomorrow's exam. The two links that I mentioned are there in the chat. If you want, the exam duration is actually 2 hours, but you can actually complete it in say 40 minutes. 40 minutes is enough for anybody. It's all MCQ and some drag and drop, nothing more than that. So it's going to be very easy and straightforward. Some complicated questions are going to be there. There are multiple right answer questions, which is a bit confusing. Some easy things to understand is, if it is like asking what AI cannot do or should not do, then look for the most negative thing in the choices. That's going to be the answer for that. And in some cases, look for the largest answer, largest of the choices, the longest of the choices. That's going to be the right answer. So these are some tricks that you have to understand when you are doing the exam. But most probably it's going to be straightforward, easy for anybody who is applying their common sense. That's it. It's going to be in English and in simple English. Few direct questions and most will be some scenario questions.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, please, sir.
Sir, actually, this Gamma dot app, that app when I was using, I was unable to make more than 10 slides for free. Maybe
Okay.
Is it facing for is it common for all or?
See, 10 slides is a limit for AI generation, but after it generates, you can actually add any number of slides into that. Like I will just show you. See, this presentation that I'm having, let me escape it. Okay, you just come here over here between the slides and you can directly click here, and then you can either use AI to generate a new slide or you can create your own. But by default for free accounts, the limit is 10 up to 10 slides. But you can actually add more after clicking here. Like I am having about 18 slides. I am on free account.
So while adding, we need to give the proper prompt or content.
Yeah.
Here, right?
For that slide only, you just give the proper prompt over here. Okay.
So in that case, if you have a PDF or something in between, if we want to add, it's time taking, I think. It will.
See, if you want the image to be added, either it has to be from YouTube or a tool called Vistia is there. I only learned after exploring Gamma. There are few tools like Vistia where you can create an account and upload your video from your device, laptop or mobile, and then put that link.
Okay.
You cannot directly call it from your mobile or your computer.
Okay.
So those are some implications.
Okay. Yeah. Sir, and also, is it possible to download the PPT from which we are created using this Gamma?
Yeah. Like instead here, you can see there is a share option. If I click on share, I get this export option where I can see export to PDF, PowerPoint, Google Slide, and PNG is available.
Okay. Sir, one more thing is related to this Jenny.ai, that research assistant. Jenny.
Yeah.
That one, you told that article writing and all. Is it the only tool, or also this Storm also article write for article
Yeah.
we can use? No?
Yeah, but Storm is once you start using it, you will understand the difference. They have different flavors. So you try it, and there is also a site called There Is an AI for That. There is an AI for that.com. Very direct, very fluent in that. So you can go to There Is an AI for That and search for whatever you are looking for, the right kind of AI that you are looking for, and you can find it over there. There is an AI for that.
My question is, these tools which are assisting for research or article writing, are they using the subscription based articles for reference, or only the open source? They are
very interesting question. I don't know the answer. There is a big debate happening, like Perplexity. Perplexity is actually a very grounded AI, which actually takes references also and gives you from where it found the answer and all. You can actually say it for research, research only. Then it will. Not this one. So there is an academic research somewhere is, yeah, academic research option is there. But again, whether it is from a paid one or not, I'm not sure about. It's a debate happening because most of these AI models actually took subscription and got all the contents out of all these libraries, and now they are facing many lawsuits because they found out, or they are the authors of these documents are actually suing these AI companies for taking it without their proper consent. So that's a debate that is happening. I'm not sure about what answer for that question.
Because normally when we are writing scientific article, we need a recent article or very most like.
But you can actually see the reference there. When it is giving the reference, it actually gives to the et al. Some book 2021 and all those things are also mentioned. Can see here, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you can actually go ahead and verify. You can add your own. This is actually a helping tool. I am not sure from where they are actually getting the data out of.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, sir, I have a question.
Yeah, sir.
Sir, so the article which has been prepared by the AI tools, that can be ethical for using our research purpose, sir?
You can always say you used with the help of it. Most of the universities and research organizations are now allowing AI assisted research because everyone acknowledges the fact that people are using AI whether you declare it or not. So they are actually asking you to explicitly give reference to whatever AI sources you used for it, like images generated using Gemini, Notebook LM, or ChatGPT. You can mention all those. So it's up to the research or the organization to decide whether they want AI assistance or not. But most of the organizations are right now accepting it with proper declaration from your side.
Okay, sir. And another question is that when are using the arena, that how